We need to save the world. We need to make sure that this we pass it on to our future generations the way it is now.
Global warming is a really big issue now, especially for the younger generation. And now because of fossil fuels and a lot of cars and carbon dioxide, there's a lot happening to the world and it's changing quite quickly.
Fossil fuels are running out, whether we like it or not, they are running out, and there's no point of us just pretending it's not happening, because it's happening, it's coming. If it's not our generation, it'll be a couple of generations on and we're going to leave them without any. So we need to do it now so that when it does happen, that it's like, okay, it's gone, we've moved on now, we're on to something else. So I think that's the most important thing.
We only get one planet, and we need to start making changes as soon as possible to prevent this.
Things are changing. Weather isn't the same. Like, people think global warming is just like heating up the world, but like it can cause it to rain and stuff more. That people don't understand that. The effects aren't as obvious as you might think.
When I was younger, I didn't think about it as much, but now that I'm older and I understand it more, I think more about how our planet is being affected by this.
We use a lot of fossil fuels and that, and it's not really good for the environment. We've got a nice country, so it'd be good to keep it the way it is.
It's not just like spinning a turbine or getting sun power. It's a lot more complicated.
I think it's a priority because if we don't, then our world could disappear quicker, I guess, and it could help it in the long run.
What we leave behind is important.
Well, there's the traditional renewables, which you've got your wind, you've got your solar, your tidal, and your hydro, but you've also got fossil fuels, which is oil, gas, and coal, and you've also got your nuclear. And I think it's important that we have a balance. So it needs to be a sort of strategy that pulls it all together.
I think people should know that renewable energy is intermittent.
For example, for the solar energy, you don't have sun all the time. For wind turbines, you don't have wind all the time either, and you have a lot of maintenance.
So it's not ideal. We think of renewables certainly as how much power we can get from them. However, we have to deal with the issue that they are on sometimes, off other times, and it's something that we can't control. So for me, they need to know it's intermittent, and we need to understand and invest in storage technologies, because storage will be the key to releasing renewable energies for the future.
There will be other developments, and these developments will probably lead us away from fossil fuels and nuclear. But really, I think until we get these new technologies in, we need to make sure that we have the correct balance.
We're always going to have wind, we're always going to have plenty of water, plenty of rain, so I think that's a good selling point.
I think Scotland's got such great natural resources that we can build on, and we act as an example to other countries in the world.
But I also think as well that Scotland should be a leader in something like renewable energy, because it's something that in future decades will provide job prospects for Scotland's youngsters as well. And I really think that it's an industry that will move forward, and it will be more important in the future.
Probably would have been late. My alarm clock wouldn't have gone off.
There'd have been no hot water for us. There'd have been no warmth in the house.
I would have woken up in the dark.
Making my toast and my tea this morning would have been quite tricky.
Wouldn't be able to make food, and I'd be really cold because there's no heating.
I used my phone for a map to get here. I would have been still wandering around Edinburgh.
No access to emails when I came into work.
I would have had to have something like biscuits for breakfast because my milk would be gone off. And I don't really want biscuits for breakfast.
Absolutely everything that I do in a day completely depends on electricity. It's a massive part of my day.
Where shall I stop? There's so many things.
So I think I'd be completely stuck without it, to be honest.